Are you eager to hold conversations in English but find yourself stuck, unsure of what to say? Do you wish you could speak more fluently and naturally, impressing friends and colleagues alike? If so, you're not alone. Many English learners struggle with finding the right words in daily interactions. The good news is that mastering just a handful of versatile phrases can make a significant difference in your confidence and communication skills. Hey everyone, are you ready to speak English with confidence? Today, I'm going to share with you 15 super useful phrases that you can use in everyday conversations. These will make you sound more natural and help you communicate like a native speaker. So hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get started. 1. Easier said than done. One of the most common phrases in English conversations is easier said than done. Have you ever received advice that sounds simple but feels hard to implement? This phrase perfectly captures that feeling. It's used to acknowledge that although something might sound easy in theory, it's often more challenging in practice. How and when to use. Imagine your friend suggests, just tell your boss you don't want to work weekends. While it sounds straightforward, you might hesitate because of potential consequences. You can reply, that's easier said than done. This shows you understand the advice, but also recognize the difficulty. 2. It's been one of those days. Ever had a day filled with small frustrations or mishaps? The phrase, it's been one of those days, perfectly describes such moments. It's a relatable way to tell someone that your day wasn't ideal. How and when to use. If someone asks, how was your day? You can reply, oh, it's been one of those days. You might add, I missed the train, spilled coffee on my shirt, and the vending machine ate my money. These small problems sum up a day that feels a bit overwhelming. 3. You read my mind. Have you ever had an idea or thought that someone else just expressed? That's where you read my mind comes into play. It's a fun, informal phrase to show that you and someone else are thinking alike. How and when to use. Suppose your friend suggests, let's stay in tonight and watch a movie. You can reply, you read my mind, indicating you were about to suggest the same thing. Another way to acknowledge this shared thought is by saying, great minds think alike. 4. I'm running a bit late. Punctuality is important in social and professional settings. When you're delayed, it's polite to let others know with I'm running a bit late. How and when to use. In a text message or in person, say, sorry, I'm running a bit late. I'll be there in 10 minutes. You can also say, I'm running late because traffic was heavy. This phrase is versatile and commonly used in both casual and formal contexts. 5. It slipped my mind. Forgetfulness is human. When you forget something important, you can say, it slipped my mind. It's a gentle way to admit forgetfulness without sounding guilty. How and when to use. If your friend asks, did you make the reservation? You might respond, oh, sorry, it slipped my mind. Later, you can add, I'll do it now. This phrase is especially useful for minor responsibilities. 6. It's not the end of the world. Mistakes happen, and sometimes we feel devastated. The phrase, it's not the end of the world, offers reassurance that the problem isn't as bad as it seems. How and when to use. If you forget an appointment or make a small mistake, someone might say, it's okay, it's not the end of the world. For example, I forgot to submit the report can be met with, that's okay, it's not the end of the world. 7. Thanks for the heads up. When someone warns you or gives advance notice, you can respond with, thanks for the heads up. It's a friendly way to show appreciation. How and when to use. If your coworker says, the boss is in a bad mood today, you can reply, thanks for the heads up. It's an informal phrase for receiving useful information. 8. Don't quote me on that. Sometimes you're not entirely sure about the accuracy of your information. In such cases, don't quote me on that is a useful expression. How and when to use. For example, I think the client is coming at 3:30, but don't quote me on that. It signals that your statement is an estimate and might not be 100% correct. 9. Just to be on the safe side. When you want to avoid mistakes or cover your bases, use just to be on the safe side. How and when to use. For example, take an umbrella just to be on the safe side, suggests precaution. Similarly, I'll double-check the details just to be on the safe side, indicates thoroughness. 10. Let me get back to you on that. Sometimes you need more time to find out information before responding. Let me get back to you on that is a polite way to delay your answer. How and when to use. If someone asks, when is the client arriving? You can say, I think at 3:30, but let me get back to you on that. It shows you're responsible and willing to follow up. 11th, let me sleep on that. Need time to decide? Let me sleep on that indicates you want to think about a decision overnight, how and when to use. If a friend asks, are you going to tell your boss what was said? You might reply, I need to sleep on it. It's a polite way to delay a decision and reflect. 12. I'm on the fence about it. Feeling unsure? I'm on the fence about it expresses indecision. How and when to use. For example, are you going to your ex's wedding? You can say, I'm on the fence about it, meaning you haven't decided yet. Your friend might suggest, take your time, or sleep on it. 13. Don't jump to conclusions. Patience is key. Don't jump to conclusions advises against rushing judgments without enough information. How and when to use. If someone assumes the worst, you can say, don't jump to conclusions, she's probably busy. It's a gentle reminder to gather all facts before reacting. 14. That's a tough call. Making difficult decisions? Use that's a tough call, how and when to use. Suppose you're choosing between two jobs and your friend asks for advice. You might say, that's a tough call, indicating both options are good. You can add, I'd sleep on it, for extra caution. 15. I'll take care of it. Offering help or volunteering. Say, I'll take care of it. It's a confident way of accepting responsibility. How and when to use. In a meeting, if asked to handle a task, respond with, I'll take care of it. At home, if someone asks you to do something, say, don't worry, I'll take care of dinner. Your path to confident English. Mastering these 15 phrases can dramatically enhance your spoken English and boost your confidence. They're versatile, commonly used, and easy to incorporate into daily conversations. Remember, practice makes perfect. Try using these expressions in real situations, whether chatting with friends, colleagues, or even in your self-practice sessions. And don't worry if you forget some at first. Consistent practice and exposure will make these phrases feel natural over time. If you enjoyed this lesson, share it with friends, like the video, and subscribe for more tips. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become. Soon, speaking English will feel effortless and enjoyable.